Hi, this is Abdul Karim from Khalid Times, and you normally don't see me presenting videos like this, but I'm gonna do it because today we've got a very special guest in the form of Khalid Al Ameri.
You did a good job. I like it.
Well, you like it? Well,
the style, the hands, everything. Yeah,
awesome. I've got some incredible questions for you. I didn't even plan it myself. They're all going to be improvising.
Yep.
And you ready to answer them?
Yeah, I'm excited. I always love to do interviews where I haven't seen the questions yet.
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm getting into, but I'm really excited to sit with you, really excited to talk about everything.
Well, stay tuned and continue watching this interview with Khalid Al Ameri.
Let's go.
Khalid, good to see you here.
It's good to be here. Thank you for having me.
Well, the purpose of this interview is to get to know Khalid behind the scenes.
Yes.
Who is Khalid Al Ameri?
He is a father, a husband, an Emirati, a video maker, a simple man. I like to wake up in the morning, have my coffee, write my scripts, film my videos, see my family smiling, help people, and go to sleep. I don't do much other than that, yani. I like to travel when, obviously not now, but when the chances come, I like to travel and tell stories. I am fascinated by storytelling. I'm fascinated by the ability of storytelling to build bridges. I'm fascinated by other people, other cultures, other religions, other ways of life. And that fascination drives my work every single day. So that's Khalid and basically a nut.
Well, I want to talk about this bridging cultures bit. Born to an Emirati father,
Yes.
born to a Scottish mother.
Yes.
Most people do tend to feel a bit of an identity crisis. Am I Western? Am I Emirati? Where did Khalid find the middle ground?
Wow, that's a great question, and one that I get asked, but I never really know how to answer when I'm asked it. You know, I had an amazing childhood. My parents were incredible. They showed me so much love, and the way they sort of acted around the house and the way they treated each other really taught me a lot about, you know, the way that we should treat people and respect other people. But in terms of identity, you know, I felt like I was always a citizen of the world. I felt I was always a representation throughout my childhood. If you want to take a weighted average, I was always sort of a balance between the two. And I still feel that way today. A proud Emirati. I love my country. I love our leadership. I love everyone who lives here, residents and citizens alike. And I consider myself a global citizen, and I consider having two nationalities and two different people come together to create me and my brothers as a representation of all that stuff.
It's incredible, but I'd like to also touch upon the aspect you brought your wife into this answer as well.
Yeah.
Behind every man's success is a woman, strong woman. And your content also touches quite a lot, subtly, on the notion of love and marriage. Talk to us about the content creation and how she plays a role in your writing of the script, and how important it is for any aspiring couples to have that bond.
So Sanama plays an incredibly big role in all the script writing that we do as a couple. If you see a lot of our videos, like how we say hi, you know, like we had a video about just how we greet each other when we come home. And it's about normalizing who we are as a culture and as a society. We have our cultures, we have our tradition, but at the heart of it, in the home, we're all the same. We all want a happy house. We all want to have a loving family. We all want to have a relationship with our partners where it's just filled with love and emotions. We want to see our kids grow up to be, amazing human beings. We want to just be happy. And people think that for some reason that it's a bit more rigid over here. So there's no better way that Sanama and I see to break that barrier than through comedy and humor. And especially when it comes to skits, where they're very much a representation of what a lot of people go through around the world.
I've got to ask you these questions, and a lot of people would want to know, because of your multicultural background here as well. You went to Pakistan, and you also went to Kerala. Have you learned some of the languages and some of the things that you love about those parts of the world?
So language, not so much. I know the regular kaisa hai, TK, aapka naam kya hai. I'm sorry. When I was in Kerala, I really felt like I was like at an extension of the UAE, like the 8th emirate. Like I did a video in Kerala where I was dressed like this. It was called An Arab in Kerala. And I swear to you, I couldn't walk 3 steps without someone saying, Sharjah, Fujairah, Abu Dhabi, Maktoum, Sheikh Zayed. Everyone knew, and everyone either had a family member, and I knew that the connection between the Indian community and the UAE was strong, but not like that. Like we're talking about family here. We're talking about bonds that go deeper than just a political or sort of country to country. With Pakistan, it was more of a wow. Like I did not think Pakistan was like this. And I think that's the point of Pakistan's push to get people to visit. Pakistan is a gorgeous country. And you watched the video, I'm hoping some of you watched the video. Those mountains, I thought I was in the Swiss Alps. We wanted to do a video about culture. I'm like, yeah, I could do the whole culture thing and show the history and stuff, but I wanted to show the present because that's an image that people don't have of Pakistan, specifically Islamabad where I was. I wanted to show the malls because people don't think there were malls there. I wanted to show the beautiful cafes. I want to show the incredible people that were there. Sanama and I and my whole team, we have this rule where we visit, we understand, we share the story, and then we tell you how it is. So if I didn't visit Pakistan, you asked me how Pakistan was, I wouldn't tell you because I don't know. I wouldn't tell you based on because it's easy for me to tell you based on what media are telling me. But it's another thing for me to get on the ground. And when I got on the ground, it was probably Islamabad was the complete opposite of what I've been told throughout my entire life of that region.
I'd like to get a last concluding remarks. You've just flown to Lebanon as well. You've been given access that the local media doesn't get to an extent. You've got the access of going to those places and reporting for the country. You essentially become a media on its own. Are you happy with what you've achieved? Is that what you define as your happiness and your benchmark? Or is there something else that you want to achieve more than this?
I'm happy, alhamdulillah. If this was it for me, if this is my peak, my cap, then I would be happy. I have to be. I'm proud of what we've achieved. I'm proud of what we've done. But I'm a man who has big aspirations. I want to do great things for this country and for this world. So I want to be big. I want to be bigger in terms of our platform. I want to be bigger in terms of the production that we can create. So for me, yeah, I want to do longer documentaries. I want to do bigger platforms. I want to do bigger shows. That hunger to do more is never going to stop because I'm driven by a purpose to bring the world closer together and to help people. So the bigger my platform is to be able to share those stories, the more people that see them, the more difference and the more impact that we can have. So for me, I think for me, the biggest, compliment that I could get is that opportunity to represent my country, to have their trust and to have the trust of local entities, to have the trust of the local people, the residents and the citizens. That's huge for me. So that's why I say I want to grow, I want to do better, I want to do bigger things, so to increase the impact that we can have, inshallah.
Definitely was a pleasure for us, and ashkark.
Hadreen, al-afu.
We look forward to be welcoming you again, and we'll do a bit of an elbow tap now that we conjure it. There we go.
I love it.
Awesome. Thank you very much.
I love it.